Hi, everybody. I have an image in my mind of a lovely Asian woman holding a cat. First, I'm going to show you what happens when you make a simple mistake with the prompt. Trying this prompt. Full body shot, detailed photograph of a lovely Korean woman, 22 years old, thin, torso, navel, legs, pale skin, hyper realistic, very feminine, wearing a headdress of amazing feathers, background of blue smoke and majestic mountains, wide angle shot, : cinematic, blue cat, no blemishes, AR for aspect ratio 2 to 3. The result was amusing. Cool images, but not what I'm looking for. The fascinating story could come out of these characters. Let's try another prompt with the : slightly adjusted. I'm getting a similar cat style. At least I'm getting a woman here, but this is not the style I want. I'm looking for that black magic style from my earlier series. I'll put the video link in the description. And to specify that the : indicates a multi-prompt, where Midjourney equally considers the words and phrases on either side of the prompt as two separate prompts that tries to merge together. Let's go back and replicate my earlier favorite prompt. Now I'm back to the style. Can I exchange the camera for a cat? Yes, this works. This is a really cool cat. I like this set of images, but I'm not loving the images. Midjourney isn't sure if I want the woman or the cat. Am I using the : properly? What happens when I experiment with that? Note that I have a space before the : and a space after. I know that the space after the : is correct. From the Midjourney documentation, though, it seems that there should be no space before the : That's no space before the : In other words, the : is attached to the phrase or word that precedes it. Let's see what happens when we remove the space before the : in this prompt. This is very close to the style I'm looking to create. This is not the style I want, but I love that image. I would have never thought of that. But yes, that is a cinema cat eating some popcorn or something in the theater. I love that. Here I have made a few changes in the prompt. I'm changing the nationality of the woman from Korean to Japanese. Also, I'm removing wide angle since it's a 2x3 and it doesn't seem that wide angle would really do anything in this situation. We will see. Let's also remove the majestic mountains in the background. Since the : indicates a multi-prompt, the : tells Midjourney to consider each phrase on either side of the equally. That's why I'm getting some images that are just cinematic cats with a touch of black magic. That's a lovely cat. I did not want this video to be about the cats, but the cats are incredible. Look at those forelegs and necklaces and this garment. I've changed the prompt to give more weight to the first phrase describing the woman. I added the number 2 after the : to give that first phrase double the weight of the cat phrase. Now, though, I get the woman, but no cat. Let's give a bit less weight to the woman, say 1.5. Here comes our cats in the arms of the lovely woman. A more Japanese headdress might add a touch of the Orient to the image. What can we come up with that's descriptive? Let's try this prompt. And notice wearing a headdress of amazing, long, flowing silk fabrics, ornate designs, decoration, intricate embroidery, background with green smoke. I do really like this style. It's similar to what I had in mind. The more terms I add to the first prompt, it seems the less likely I am to get a cat in the image. Trying her in a kimono. That's a bit crazy, but the wall in the background is exactly what I had in mind. One of my favorites in this series. Look at the green of that cat. Oh, that's another crazy one. Though these characters might give my daughter some good ideas for a story about cats. We were definitely in the style I was aiming to achieve. An Asian woman in an exotic costume holding a cat. Some feline fun. I changed the wall background from green to red and modified the style of dress to a silk robe. Midjourney still gives me an imperial cat, just in case that's what I wanted. This image is problematic, but that robe is incredibly beautiful, as is the background. Quite a lovely image, except for the cat. The eyes in this series need work, but that's not a difficult fix. That's a powerful look on her face. What if I increase the rate of the cat prompt? Let's make the prompt. Here we have the lovely woman with a cat in the background. The quality of her face is really good. As I expected, a fantastic cat in a nice garment, but no woman. This is a nice composition. That cat is a bit intimidating. What if we switch the order of the prompts so that the cat prompt came before the woman? Look at this prompt. So it starts with cinematic black magic cinema cat, colon, colon, and then you get the other part of the prompt. Notice the hair blowing into her face. And have you noticed the cat ears on many of the girls? And this is beautiful clothing. More like we've seen before. What's that device he's holding? What if I only used a single prompt and had her holding a cat? Here's the prompt. It was challenging to know where to put the phrase holding a blue colored cat. Now we're getting something really different, plus I described the cat entirely differently this time. Without the black magic cinema and cinematic terms, we get a more ordinary but still powerful scene in its own way. That's a bizarre cat. I like the head, but the body, I'm not sure about. Another example. I also wanted to see what this prompt looked like in an earlier style of version 4 of Midjourney, using hyphen hyphen style for A to see if there's any stylistic differences. The quality is not as good, though I don't know. I know I got better quality images in version 4A when it first came out, so not sure what's happening there. Oh dear, she's taken off the head of the cat. She seems pleased with herself. What if I use my earlier Black Magic Cinema camera woman as an image reference? Using an image prompt with this full prompt, I'm not getting enough cat in any of the images from this set. We can try the image prompt with only the second part of our prompt, the cinematic Black Magic Cinema cat, and that gave me movie posters without a cat. Taking out that word cinematic gave us more movie posters, but we did get a cat and some cat-like people for our horror movie. Taking the word cinema out entirely now so that it's Black Magic Cat. And this is going crazy and wild. I'm rethinking my strategy. I use the image prompt and added painting in the style of Sugihara Fujita, a Japanese artist known for his paintings of cats. I adore this image. Though if you Google Sugihara Fujita, I'm mispronouncing that name, you will see that this image is not like his images. Let's try this as our image prompt along with our earlier text prompt that described our female character. Perhaps at this point, I've gotten what I was aiming for after all these variations. I'm trying a few variations using that image prompt to see if this really is what I was after from the very beginning. Yes, and remember, after much experimentation, I got here by combining an image prompt with the style of an artist that nudged in the appearance of the cat. I like the blue smoke of this set. Then I used that resulting image as a prompt, accompanied by various textual descriptions, to vary the final images that you're seeing here at the end of the video. It's a lot of experimentation. That's the takeaway. Think of a scene that appeals to you and experiment. I guess I created more than 100 images for this experiment. Experiment. I say that again and again. And most of my videos are me sharing my own experiments, documenting my process. I could have narrowed this down a lot, having selected only a half dozen of the best images and pretended that I'm wonderful and typed in the right terms immediately to get those images, but that would be a lie. And for me, a lot of the fun of this hobby, of this pastime, is seeing what works, what does not work, and being surprised. And then letting the tool take that into an unknown direction. I love that. Enjoy creating images.